quickly get the upper hand fighting a brush fire by a Colorado Springs elementary school. And these poor animals, once Easter gifts, later tossed aside. And President Obama on a road trip focusing on the economy and jobs. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Niki Weirich. Fox's Craig Boswell has more now in tonight's top story.
President Obama's putting the focus back on the economy, promoting a plan to create jobs by attracting private investment into highways and infrastructure projects.
As president, my top priority is to make sure we are doing everything we can to reignite the true engine of our economic growth, and that is a rising, thriving middle class, a growing economy that creates good middle-class jobs. That's got to be our true north.
The president used the tunnel project at Port Miami as an example. The $2 billion price tag is split through a public-private partnership and has created thousands of jobs since drilling began in 2010. Among the White House proposals, a renewed call for a $10 billion infrastructure bank, an idea which has gone nowhere as Republicans continue to demand that all new spending be offset. Meanwhile, the Commerce Department says consumer spending increased 0.7% last month. That follows an increase in January, indicating the payroll tax increase, along with the increased taxes on the wealthy, have had little effect on the economy. Stocks also reached record highs this week.
We are seeing a real recovery. We've added a lot of jobs, and considering the fact that the government is shedding jobs, we're doing extremely well in adding jobs.
The Labor Department releases the overall unemployment rate next Friday. When Congress returns from a 2-week recess, they'll begin poring over President Obama's budget he plans to release April 10th, more than 2 months late. In Washington, Craig Boswell, Fox News.
The state's unemployment rate dropping to 7.2% in February from January 7.3%. The last time the Colorado unemployment rate was that low was in 2009. The largest gains were in professional and business services, leisure and hospitality, trade, transportation, and utilities. The national unemployment rate dropping 0.2 percentage point to 7.7%. Crews quickly control a brush fire outside Monroe Elementary School this afternoon. It broke out in the bushes at the school off South Shelton in Colorado Springs. Some smoke got into the school, but no one was hurt. Luckily, students are on spring break, so there were no classes today.
When we came up around the corner, we did see a small gray column of smoke as we arrived on scene. We noticed some bushes behind me that were fully involved and on fire. It appears a maintenance person was on scene attempting to put it out with an extinguisher.
The heat from the fire cracked nearby windows, so they had to be replaced. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. The Pueblo Police Department asking for your help tonight. They're trying to identify the person in these pictures. It's in regards to the Kelsey Schellings case. She's been missing since February. This individual captured on video the morning of February 6th around 7:20 in the Walmart parking lot on West Northern Avenue. The person getting into Schellings' car and leaving driving northbound on Pueblo Boulevard. Photos 3 and 4 show vehicles that were parked next to Schellings' car during the evening hours of February 5th and morning hours of February 6th. Police would like to talk to the vehicle's owners. If you have any information, please call police at 542-STOP. A sexually violent predator arrested in Pueblo for violating the terms of his parole. 31-year-old Philip Vigel back in custody tonight. He has a list of criminal convictions, including sexual assault on a juvenile female, theft, and burglary. A man is in serious condition after allegedly driving drunk. Kellen Trujillo crashing into a light pole and wrecking into the Rawlings Library in Pueblo around midnight last night. The jaws of life was used to get him out of the car. He was taken to Parkview Medical Center. Alcohol and speed are factors in that crash, but due to Trujillo's injuries, charges will be referred to the DA's office. Colorado Springs police arresting a man for assaulting his wife. This is 27-year-old Gabriel Maris. The alleged assault happened Thursday afternoon on East San Rafael Street. When police got there, Maris was gone. Police later arresting him overnight. He also had outstanding misdemeanor and felony warrants. Another beautiful spring day. Jeff Womack in for Terry Gerbstat tonight with more now in our Fox Fastcast. Jeff?
Hi, Nikki. Mild temperatures sticking around to the evening hours, starting to build in some shower activity as we take a look to the northeast around Powers right now. Just light sprinkles, not real strong storms at this time. A little bit stronger pocket, though, just to the south here around Black Forest. This will shift in towards the Baptist Road area before making its exit eastbound. Now to Pueblo we go. A little bit of light activity as well as we get a little bit further to the south here. Again, most of that to the southeast of the city and along the I-25 corridor. 60 degrees right now in the Springs, 67 degrees, 70s all across the board from La Junta to Lamar. As we look at the next 3 hours, again, a few spritzels hanging in there. We'll be into the upper 50s and then clouds starting to break up. Still temperatures in the low 40s by 11 o'clock. Let you know about that Easter weekend in just a few minutes. Nikki?
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jeff. A little girl and her family needs your help. Ivy is a 7-year-old with a birthday coming up, and her family is hoping to provide her with a present that will change her life forever. Fox 21's Abby Burke joins us live in the studio now with more on this story. Abby?
Well, Nikki, Ivy was born with the most severe form of spina bifida, making it hard for her to walk and maintain her balance. Her family wants to get her a service dog to help her live an independent life, but they can't do it on their own.
At the age of 7, Ivy makes playing the piano look easy. But Ivy hasn't had an easy life.
When she was in utero, her spinal cord was not enclosed in the back, and so she had to be born by C-section, and then once she was out, they had to do surgery to put her spinal cord back in place. And unfortunately, that can cause various paralysis and bowel and bladder complications.
Ivy has to wear braces on her legs to help her walk and uses a wheelchair for long distances and when she gets tired. Despite the daily challenges, Ivy presses on.
Every day I see her, she always has a smile and she always has a big hug waiting.
Maybe we won't get dessert.
As an independent first grader, Ivy wants to do it all.
I like to run around a lot.
And a service dog would help.
Would be as good as new. Could help me with balance and not get knocked over.
We are hoping that a dog would help provide her with more stability when she's walking, so she feels more comfortable in crowds, even in school hallways.
But a dog for Ivy costs $22,000. But if her family can come up with $13,000, Four Paws for Ability will come up with the rest.
The only bad word we have in the house is can't. And we will always work around some way to be able to let her do all the fun things that she wants to be able to.
Obviously, what we want for her is to be independent and to make all the progress that she wants to. Sorry. And so we just think that it'll be a great opportunity for her, and it'll just bring that extra level of security that we can't provide when we're not there.
Ivy's birthday is April 14th, and she's not slowing down. She says right now the only thing she can't do is the monkey bars. So far, the family has raised around $5,000. Once they've raised the rest of the money, it will still take 11 months to train the dog. So they're hoping they can get it to her in time for her 9th birthday. If you'd like to donate, go to our website, fox21news.com, to find out how. Nikki, back to you downtown.
All right, thanks, Abby. We certainly hope that happens soon. Well, it's time to get those Easter baskets in order, but animal activists want to make sure if you plan on giving Easter animals, do your research. Fox 21's John Martin has that story.
Ellicott Wildlife rescues hundreds of wild animals each year. It's common to see foxes, owls, even eagles. But one pen there, unfortunately, has a holiday theme.
The ducks, geese, and rooster came to us years ago after Easter, the time when people have figured out they don't want them anymore.
Ellicott is not in the business of keeping domesticated animals. The fowl there are only used to raise wild birds. And Donna wants to make sure baby ducklings aren't given as Easter gifts without doing a lot of research first.
They don't stay that size, and frankly, they're not all that fun. They don't interact with you like a cat or a dog would, and people discover very quickly they really don't want them in the house. Statistically, 95% of these Easter gifts don't see their first birthday.
Pikes Peak Humane Society echoes the plea for education before adopting Easter staples.
We do see an increase of rabbits right after Easter, and we really want people, if they're going to take on the responsibility of having a pet, to know what they're getting into and to be prepared for those challenges. If you're aware of the challenges, bunnies can be amazing in your household.
But if you're not ready,
maybe a chocolate gift or a plush stuffed bunny or chick instead of a real one.
John Martin, Fox 21 News.
Blow torches, airbrushes, molds, there's a lot that goes into making those chocolate Easter bunnies. All the design details still to come. And this teen stuck in the mud, what crews had to do to free him. That story and Jeff will have your forecast coming up next.
You are watching Fox 21 News at 6:30. Live from downtown Colorado Springs. This is Fox 21 News at 6:30.
I got to do the sponsor app thing, don't forget. I got to do the sponsor app thing, so don't be surprised. I got to do the sponsor app after main weather. Okay, perfect. And then
A dirty situation for some rescuers in Pasadena, Maryland. They were called out this afternoon on a 14-year-old boy stuck in some mud. Firefighters had to use a technical rescue box to remove him from the mud. Rescuers were able to get him out safely, and he appeared to be okay. Jeff?
Deal there. As we take a look at the weather scene right now, we've got some pretty ominous looking clouds around the Powers area as we look off to the east right now. A few raindrops with them and even possibly a rumble of thunder or two up around the Black Forest area. Now, that's where the heaviest rain is right now, right here along US 24. That's going to continue to press eastbound. A little bit of some activity here to the south of Pueblo. Now, some real severe storms on the other side of US 50 right here at the state line. Very severe supercell marching its way to the east. So right here around our area, again, we've got that rain shadow going on right here as this round comes off the northwest off the Palmer Divide. 55 degrees right now at Air Force Academy. We got the 60s here at the airport. 46 right now on Monument Hill at the present time. Statewide right at room temperature. La Junta, La Barra also right there at 72. 67 in Burlington. 57 right now in Alamosa. And Leadville already down to 30 right now. And up at Monarch Pass, temperatures at 34 degrees. So let me show you what's going on big picture wise. Again, subtropical jets sending a little bit of moisture right here. One little disturbance right there making its way through the area. Look at the clearing in between. This is what I'm really expecting for Easter Sunday, timed out just perfect. Now, this is the guy right here that's going to help bring some changes to us as we get into next week. Let's go to the hyper-local RPM model right here and see how it handles the clouds. Again, has most of them breaking up by about midnight. We'll start things off generally clear. Temperatures in the upper 30s to start off your Saturday, 40 degrees. Oh, nice jog along the river walk. Good conditions for that as we'll be into the 40s. All right. Some popcorn showers as that next round looks to press in from the northwest. Temperatures still holding their own, though, in the 60s and 70s Saturday evening. Now, for Easter Sunday, we'll start you off a little cooler into the mid-30s, nothing below normal, though, and then a generous amount of sunshine as we head for temperatures in the upper 60s, even low 70s. So for tonight, then, around the Spanish Peaks, a few showers, 38 degrees for overnight low tonight in Walsenburg. That's not bad. 35 degrees in Kit Carson, 25 for our overnight low tonight in Monument. Woodland Park, skies clear out, 31 degrees. As we go into tomorrow, again, some light popcorn showers, very spotty in nature. 72 for our high temperature tomorrow in La Junta, 67 for Canyon City, and then the potential for some shower activity in Teller County up into the higher elevations by tomorrow evening. Once again, we'll look for a high in Woodland Park of 55, 59 expected here in Monument. So here's our forecast then for tonight. Mostly cloudy and cool. Look for an overnight low temperature of 36 degrees in Colorado Springs, 34 the score for Pueblo overnight tonight under a mostly cloudy sky. And then for your Saturday, again, 64 degrees. We'll look for some passing showers to get going right about supper time Saturday. And then for Pueblo, 71 degrees again across the far eastern plains and east of town here. A rumble of thunder or two can't be ruled out, but I think just generally sprinkles for us tomorrow with a high temperature of 71 degrees. Now, you can always get your forecast from our Fox 21 mobile app powered by Fox21News.com, and it's brought to you by Pueblo Toyota. We'll have much more as Fox 21 News continues live from downtown in just a couple minutes.
Making business news this Friday night, the federal government wants cleaner gas to help reduce smog. That's according to clean air energy officials. They say reducing the sulfur in gas is one of the most effective ways to clean up the air. They also say the new sulfur rule will cut smog by about 30%. But critics say it will raise the price of gas by about 10 cents. Well, take a look at these lines. There are a lot of these all across the country. Folks love their honey-baked ham for Easter. It's actually a great American success story. Lou Schmidt Jr., grandson of the founder of honey-baked ham, invented the spiral slicer back in the 1940s. He tried to sell it to meat companies, but they weren't buying, so he started his own business. 400 plus outlets later, he's selling a whole lot of ham. Well, folks also love their chocolate at Easter. Sometimes those beautiful creations just look too amazing to eat. Karen Kaifa has more on the designs.
Santosh Tiptor is a scientist and an artist.
You got to make sure that it's straight.
His medium, pretty sweet.
Where's the blowtorch?
Blowtorches, airbrushes, molds for eggs of absurd proportions. In the run-up to Easter, Tiptor's workspace at chocolate lounge and boutique Coco Sala is hopping.
Every year I create a different buffet that is a huge display of chocolate sculptures related with for Easter, huge eggs. This mold will hold up to 7 pounds of chocolate.
Yes, there are still bunnies and baby chicks, but Tiptor's main project is a Wizard of Oz themed chocolate display for Easter brunch. Emeralds, munchkin houses, a dark forest crafted with delicious precision.
I've been working very closely with chocolate probably like 10-15 years now. I'm gonna melt only the edges so that it gets a smooth surface.
The materials can be temperamental.
The cocoa butter gets cold and it gets clogged in the airbrush, so it's not like the liquid colors.
During the week before Easter, he can spend as many as 18 hours a day working with the sweet stuff.
I look forward for the next day to come back and eat more chocolate and play with more chocolate.
So you don't get sick of it?
No. It's pretty amazing what chocolate makes you.
And most of what Tiptor makes is meant to be eaten, so it's a fleeting reception for his works of art. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Are you fighting those spring allergies? The key, start the treatment before the symptoms come around. And we're debunking a myth surrounding the risk of your child developing autism. That's next in tonight's Modern Medicine. Stick with us. In tonight's Modern Medicine, climate change may be causing allergy seasons to last longer. There's no scientific proof to link climate change with allergy seasons, but experts advise folks who suffer from spring allergies to start treatment before you see the symptoms. Any delay in tree pollens due to the cold weather may result in a rough few weeks. A U.S. government study finds there's no evidence that vaccinations increase autism risk. The CDC looking at 1,000 children with or without autism. Kids with autism and those without it had the same exposure to the substances in vaccines that trigger the immune system to develop infection-fighting antibodies. Experts hope their findings will give more reassurance to parents. Well, stick with us. Jeff will have a week's worth of weather next.
And welcome back. We'll serve you up 60s once again tomorrow. A chance of some shower activity to get going again about afternoon towards evening. Oh, Easter Sunday looking just gorgeous as we go to the upper 60s. And boy, temperatures take a turnaround as we go back down to the 40s. Now, this next system looks to deliver a rain-snow mix going into Monday and then parts of early Tuesday. We clear out from there, then a dry ride pretty much for the end of the week as temperatures climb back into the low 60s by Thursday. And then for Pueblo tomorrow, 71 before we're done. Some isolated showers get going late into the evening before the big cool down comes in Monday, but a gorgeous looking Easter Sunday is what we'll be looking at. And of course, we'll continue to track that and update your weather forecast for you at 9. Right now, back live downtown. Nikki?
All right, thanks so much, Jeff, and thank you for being with us tonight. For more news and weather, you can always check out our website, FOX21news.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 9. Have a good one.
Friday, everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday, everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
I'm ready. Tonight at 9, a local 7-year-old facing daily challenges just wants to be more independent. How a service dog could help. Plus, caught on camera, burglar scares himself, then gets tripped up on his own feet. First Year's Jeff.
Showers today. Will they be back for tomorrow? I will have the answer for you tonight at 9.
Are you serious? Why?